In this video, we're going to be talking about Tokyo rigs and what are the different weight configurations you guys can do. I'm going to first talk about the traditional way that people would rig the Tokyo rig, and it is this way right here with a cone weight. Originally, this Tokyo rig was created, and first off, it actually evolved from the Jika Rig, which is a rig that looks like this. And the reason why, in my opinion, that people change over to the Tokyo rig is because one, it's easier to have different type of weight configurations, especially with this nice wire here that you guys could bend out, in and out, swap out any sort of weights you guys want, whether it's size, shape, etc., etc. But what made the Tokyo rig really cool is that originally, again, they started off advertising with this weight here because it was a punch rig. Let's talk about traditional Texas rigging with the cone weight, and let's pretend this is a line right here, ignore the wire, and let's pretend this thing is pegged right here, your weight's pegged right here, and you have a lure right here. Now, when you actually cast your Texas rig, this is what's gonna happen, because most of the weight is here. Depending on the lure, how big it is versus how heavy your weight is, this is a 1/4 ounce. What's gonna happen is, when you cast, your lure's gonna fly either this way, or if they're pretty even, you're both gonna fight for position going first. Whichever one is heavier due to like physics, I believe it's centrifugal force, you know, when you swing things out, the heavier thing will fly out faster, further. This is gonna do two things, because this casting this way, it's gonna be very inaccurate, because your line is actually this way, right? So you cast the lure, your line's pulling it back just a little bit, the weight's going forward this way, and then you have a lure right here. It's gonna destroy your accuracy. Two, because of your weight is this way, right? Lure is right here, your line's right here. This doesn't seem like it will punch through anything at all. This is where Tokyo rig comes in play, because this is a great punch rig, especially with this weight here. You have your line tied here, because that's how the Tokyo rig works. And when you cast your lure, because this should be the heavier object here, it's condensed, this guy's gonna fly first. So it's gonna go this way, everything else pulls it, right? So it's actually, your line follows right behind it, your line's not on the side like this, you know? So it's actually going this way, therefore it's gonna be more accurate. Two, because this is gonna be the end of your line, this is gonna be the entry point to wherever this thing lands first. So it's gonna land through the mat, it's gonna punch through just like a bullet. Therefore, this is why the Tokyo rig has been advertised with a cone weight in this position right here. Now, a lot of people say that this weight, when put like this, will catch a lot of weeds. Well, when it's punching, right, of course, going in is easy, but going out, this back part right here will catch weeds. In my opinion, I don't think so, because once you have a lure rigged up right here, and you have everything tied up right here, what happened is the weight is right behind the lure, you're pulling it this way, and what's actually going through the weeds first is this entry point right here. And because your lure's Texas rigged and everything, this should pull out relatively easy. Now, of course, it's not gonna be 100% weedless. There's no lures out there that's 100% weedless. There's just no way. But if you guys feel more confident and you guys fishing a super duper heavy weed cover, there is a way around it, and that is put two cone weights. What people have done is that they put one weight going in pointing upwards first, then to put the other weight down pointing downwards. Just like that. Now this became super duper weedless, right? Now these weights here are 1/4 ounce. So if you fishing 1/4 ounce, you put 2 1/4 ounce, now that's gonna be 1/2 ounce. So what I would do is, instead of putting big weights, I'll put smaller weights. So I would have 2 1/8 ounce, such as these right here. And plus, these are tungsten from Swagger. Tungsten, there's actually a lot of benefits using tungsten. The first thing is that when you use this, look at the size difference. I mean, this is an 1/8 ounce, and this is a 1/4 ounce. Put these two together, put it side by side. This is a 1/4 ounce total. Look at that. Not only that it's smaller, it's thinner, which allows it to penetrate easier through mats. Another cool thing is, and in fact, I'll do this right now. Listen to this. That's tungsten hitting each other. Because tungsten's a lot harder than lead, you're gonna have a harder knocking sound, especially when you first cast and you lift up. You're gonna have that sound. which is why I like to use lighter weights combined together, because if you have two quarter ounce here, you're gonna have to be yanking your lures a lot harder in order to get it to lift and drop. So using lighter weights will achieve this sound. Now, if you guys want to be even more fancier, you guys could put a glass bead in the center here, and that would make even more commotion because you have tungsten smacking, two tungsten smacking the glass beads. I don't think that's necessary if you just use two tungsten, but you know, it's personal preference. I want to say something that I've seen a lot of people do a lot lately on social media is that when they create the homemade Tokyo rig, they make an insane long shank. Look at this. This is 6 inches. That's insanely long. It's gonna sit all behind here, and for sure, it's definitely catch anything, especially use something like this right here. Keep your wires short, guys. You want your weight just about right around here. If you guys want a tutorial on how to make your own Tokyo rigs, you guys can check out the top right hand corner. I have a 1/2 ounce tungsten weight right here, and this is again a 1/4 ounce. Look at that size difference. It's smaller, heavier, and more dense, making a ton of more noise if you especially smack it against another tungsten. If I grab these two guys right here, lead, doesn't really make that noise. And now, if you guys fishing rocks, this smacking into rocks will make a lot more noise because it's tungsten compared to lead. Alright guys, let's talk about a different weight now. We have a egg sinker here. This is 3/4 ounce. That's basically 3 of these guys right here. We'll make up one of these right here. Perfect for some deep water fishing. You guys could use this guy right here. Boom, look at that. Technically, if you use a smaller one, which I don't have a smaller one, it's pretty darn weedless, because if you look at it, it's definitely more rounded off on the edge. So you guys could use egg sinkers as an alternative if you guys use it for punching, or if you guys have less weeds, I definitely do recommend using an egg sinker. Now, here's a cool thing. Everyone likes football head, right? Because football head works really great in rocks. People don't just use the Tokyo rig to fish in weeds anymore. They don't just use it to punch weeds. They actually use this in rocky areas, or they use it in creeks and rivers and streams for smallies. Using these guys right here, it's gonna wedge right into some rocks. So how do you combat that? Egg sinkers. Now, you wouldn't put the egg sinker through here because it's just gonna be just as similar as using this guy. Instead, what you do is, or what I have done was, see this right here? I took a drill and I drilled this guy right through here. Check that out, guys. It's a football head. You get the rock left and right, do whatever it needs. The cool thing about Tokyo rig is that the combination is really, limitless. Whatever they have out there, you guys can technically use. All I did was I used a very small drill, drilled a hole through, and there you go, a football bottom weight for your Tokyo rig. The last thing I'm gonna talk about, which I think is gonna be the coolest, and it's because I've been using the Jika Rig, which again, I believe the Jika Rig evolved through the Tokyo Rig, and thus I really like the style of Jika Rig weights. But there is no way of getting those Jika Rig weights at the moment that's threaded through all the way. So my way around that is this right here. This is a Finesse Carolina Rig through line finesse weight, and the one that I have purchased is from Netcraft. Check that out. I have a 1/4 ounce and an 1/8 ounce. Those are the two weights that I primarily be using. Look at the thin profile. Look at that. Compared to a 1/4 ounce, because this is a 1/4 ounce right here. Look at that. So much thinner. This is why I liked to use this guy instead. Right now, there's not many companies that make this in tungsten. If they have this in tungsten, boy, I'll be the first one to get it. I think there's like maybe 1 or 2 that actually does it. With that said, hint, hint, swagger, hint, hint, or any other tungsten companies, step up the game. I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to use this type of weight for the Tokyo rigs. I'm not quite sure how long I need to wait in order for companies to start making tungsten version of these, but my current workaround is, now they make Tungsten Bow Weights out these days, and this is from Swagger again. So I'll be using these guys instead. And plus, because these guys are small, these guys right here are 1/8 ounce. And again, if you guys seen earlier, tungsten, with tungsten having two different ones, had a lot of commotion. Check that out, guys. This is an 1/8 ounce, which make a quarter ounce, versus this all lead 1/4 ounce. The thickness is just about the same. I think the tungsten might just be a tad bit thicker, but look at the length difference. I think I could put 3 of these here. Let me just get this out right here. Look at that. Look at that. Now it's 3/8 ounce right here. So yeah, guys, I cannot wait for companies to start making tungsten ones. What I would like to see is actually more of these barrel tungsten weights that are lightweight, so that you could have 2 tungsten that make these noise right here, just like that. I mean, having one is great too, but I would recommend folks to get lighter ones because you guys can put more on one shank versus having 2. But man, this looks just like the Jika Rig now, doesn't it? I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and yeah, let me know which one you guys like the most, which type of style weight you guys like to use. I know it's going to be subjective depending on what you guys going to be fishing at, but you know, I'm sure you guys are going to have a favorite. Again, my all-time favorite is going to be this because it's the most slimmest profile. Again, if they make it in tungsten, I like to have it thinner than anything. So right now I'm just going to be using these guys right here, those tungsten barrel weights. And my second one, I think I'm going to use most, especially when I'm fishing in the streams and creeks for smallies, it's going to be the egg one. I thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found this video useful. If so, please give me a like. And if you guys want to see more of these type of videos, make sure you guys leave me a comment below. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, tight lines.